So what I've got here is the Meizo M2 Note, or the Note M2, something like that. It's a phone from China. I bought it last week, and you might be surprised, but I'm actually really happy with it. What I was looking for is I was looking for the fastest phone I could get for the lowest price. This phone is probably in the top 10 of fastest phones at the moment, and it costs about $150 after shipping. $150, and it's blazing fast. It does have some negatives, but the positives I think will outweigh it. Yes, I dropped it on the first day, but I'm looking at the bright side. I get to do a tutorial on how to change the glass. Well, it's very thin glass. It actually fell while I was getting out of the car. I should have put it in my pocket. And that's another negative. It doesn't come with the case, like at least those little flimsy plastic case. Sometimes they come with that, but this phone does not come with it. So it fell, on the side of the car door and just smashed itself on the top. You can sort of see a little bump that's left there from it, so that'll stay after I fix the glass. But to be honest, I'm very happy with the phone. First of all, let's go to the camera. I think this phone is sort of made to look like an iPhone copy, and they did a pretty bad job of it, to be honest. And as far as the strength and quality, but the camera though, the camera is pretty freaking decent. Right now I'm in pretty low light, and if I zoom in, that's where you usually see any noise or grain, and it's pretty minimal on this camera for what it is. For a $150 camera, this camera is, for a $150 phone, this camera is pretty decent. Pretty good video, does 1080p. The pictures are, I think, 13 megapixels. But the neat thing about this camera is it gives you a lot of other options. You can put it in manual mode. You can do panoramas, of course. You can do something called light field. Let me show you what light field is. Okay, so let's put something closer, like this box. I'll focus on this box. This is a light field picture, and take the picture. Keep camera steady. It's taking a picture of every single focus point, so you can focus it after you take the picture. Okay, so I'll focus it here. I think you have to press this button down here. Alright, now it says tap photo to refocus. Okay, right now I feel like focusing up here. So you see it's focusing there. Now I feel like focusing way back here. Now that counter back there with the sync is focus and this is not. That is pretty cool that a phone camera is doing that. Does the iPhone do that? I'm not really sure. I don't have an iPhone, but this is pretty neat, and I think I might use it actually. Although, with camera phones, you rarely ever have to worry about focus anyways. And you can even press focus all. Everything's in focus when you do that. It combines all the pictures somehow and layers them into focus layers, I guess. So that's pretty neat. Another mode I have up here, which I didn't expect at all. Alright, the manual is sort of makes it more like a DSLR. So I can put it on auto shutter speed, or I can change the shutter speed. I can do a long exposure. Let's try this 1 second exposure. Take the picture. So what did it take? It took a long exposure picture, so of course it's brighter and it's blurry because I moved it around while it was exposing. So it comes out of the box with this manual mode. You can change your ISO, goes up to 1600, exposure compensation, and focal length, which is micro spur infinity. Yeah, so it basically lets you manual focus your cell phone camera. And that's pretty neat. I like that. Alright, let's get out of manual mode. I don't know what beauty mode is. I didn't explore it yet. But I see It might let you make a slim face, smoothing. Oh, let's see if this works backwards. Flip it around. I'm in beauty mode looking at myself. Focus on me. I'm gonna slim my face. Slim face. How much do I want to slim it? Okay, I just slimmed my face. Now I look like an alien. But you can slim your face. That's normal. And that's slim face. It like slims out my cheeks. Alright, what else? Smoothing. I can smooth myself out. Okay, that's too smooth. Whitening. What is whitening? Teeth whitening? Okay, it just makes everything brighter. That's like exposure compensation in eyes. What am I going to do to my eyes? It made my eyes bigger. Okay. So it made me into a true Prince Charming. Alright, let's go get out of that mode. That's beauty mode. So you can trick all your friends into thinking you're beautiful. Perfect, that's what the world needs. What's scan? I've never tried scan before. Okay. Oh, good. Built-in QR code. That I've been wanting to have. Phones don't build that in. You always have to like go download an app. And that's why people have not been using QR mode, the QR codes, because no one ever has it on their phone conveniently. This I really like. This is slow-mo video. So that's a good test for that is, let's say, okay, slow-mo video. I'm moving it really fast. And it'll slow it down. Stop. Let's play it. Does it have audio? So you can see it's going to be shaking it a lot slower than I really was. So I think it looks to me like it's 120 frames per second slow motion video. And under this low light, this is looking pretty decent. Okay. And trust me, I've learned to live with this thing already, but I will be replacing it in 2 weeks. This thing's going to look as good as new if I don't break it. Alright, so that's the camera. The camera's pretty cool. Oh, I want to show you something else that I thought was really interesting. You know how we're Android people and we love to root things. So this system actually lets you root it without, it's like a built-in root. This phone uses Android. It's Android 5.1 I believe, but it uses the main thing is not Google. The main thing is Flime, which I think is made by Meizo. So I got an account with Flime, but under other accounts there's my Google and my Facebook Messenger, of course, but Flime is the main thing. When you go into Flime, let's log in real fast. I'll show you that you can just go into Flime, like your phone settings, and root the phone. It'll root it right there for you and then restart. So it's pretty cool. Please wait. So you go down to System Privileges under this Personal Settings and click that, and usually it says closed, but usually it says closed, but you just click on it and you press open, and after you press open it's gonna like do a process and it's gonna restart, and after it restarts the phone it gives you a list of apps of things you want to give root permission. This is amazing that it's all built into the phone. They don't mind, they're cool with it. So this app screen mirroring, I'm gonna allow it there because that's what I wanted to root for. Allow. Still allow. It's warning me that the world's gonna end, but I don't care. Alright, let's see, what else would I like to show you? Okay, so it didn't come with Google Play Store. It came with something called App Center, and if you click on it and you try to search for your same thing, some of the same your apps won't show up, just a bunch of Chinese stuff that I can't read. So what you have to do is, inside of this app center, you have to search install Google. So I just type install Google, and there's install Google Play. I think you can also search Google Installer, which is the main one. That's the one you're supposed to search, because that installs a bunch of the Google things. Google Installer. There it is. There's the Google Installer. It's Google Installer with a bunch of Chinese stuff around it. But install that and it works. It installed all the Google things that I need. I had to download Gmail separately. I had to download Drive separately, but it installed the Google Play and, you know, the things to get you started with Google that you would need. Another thing that I had to do is, you'll probably see that I had to get a different keyboard. I got the Swift keyboard because their keyboard didn't have all the characters that I needed. Like I use this for my passwords. I use this character that's obscure and no one ever uses, and the iPhone keyboard doesn't have it, but the Android does. So I had to get that back. So I installed this keyboard, and I'm still getting used to it. It has to slide, but it does not come with voice recognition. The original one from this phone doesn't come with voice recognition either. Maybe I can get it somewhere, but I just got this for now, and I'm gonna live with that. But I would like to get my voice recognition back sometime. What else? As far as the gaming, the only game that I've tried that actually takes a lot of processing power is this motorcycle racing game. Let's see if you can see it. By SK Games. And everything's running really smoothly. I understand that it has multi-touch, so you can touch multiple things at the same time. So that's perfect in this particular game, because I need to touch the accelerator and the brakes at the same time. So here it is, pretty smooth, very smooth, fast. It's not taxing this processor at all. I'm just getting used to this motorcycle game, but I have to hold my arms up, need flexibility. So as you can see, everything's going by really freaking fast. No lag at all, which I love. And I'm dead. Alright, so enough of that game. I died. What else? Clash of Clans, of course, that's easy game to play. I tried downloading the 3D Mark, and I just do not understand the results of how that works. Oh, check this out. It comes with this Chinese map. It has all kinds of Chinese cities, but not ours. So it was sort of useless, so I just had to download Google Maps. The flashlight is pretty bright. The Wi-Fi is pretty bright. I mean, the Wi-Fi is pretty strong. The hotspot button is built right here. There's something here called Smart Touch. I activated that, and I saw it gives you like a little dot on your screen that doesn't really affect other things that you do very much, but I guess, okay, you can move it. Then it looks like I go to the left, and it's like rotating through my apps. It's rotated into a game. And here's one really crazy thing. I actually had so much trouble with this when I first got the phone because I wasn't used to it. If you look down here, there's only one button. There's no back button, there's no menu button like Androids usually have. So I had to, like, every time I went into something, there was no back button. So I was like, how do I go back to the next step? So you like have to swipe backwards, forwards, backwards. you have to basically swipe backwards or forwards. So let's say you're in your browser, instead of using the buttons like forward that you see there, you can't press it to go back. So what you do is you go back by swiping left. So that's like an iPhone thing, and I had to get used to it. Like I mentioned, this is a pretty bad iPhone copy, but I got used to it, and it's actually very convenient to have that, although it's hard to get used to it sometimes. Another quick fact about this phone is that the battery life is actually very, very, very good. I think it's like a 3,000 milliamp charged battery, and it lasts me all day while I'm doing crazy battery using stuff. But you can't remove it and switch it out like an iPhone. You have to charge it. This is another thing that's pretty funky. I don't know if this is gonna work, but yeah, it's not fitting. But it has an iPhone style little jack. It has an iPhone style little hole that you have to poke into and pull it out to install your SIM card, and both the SIM card and a memory card will go into this same little hole, which is advantage over iPhone. You get a micro SD card in the phone to give you more storage, and you also need it from the camera to work, I think. The only issue is that it seems like when you shake it around, the thing moves around inside of there, so maybe it like dislodges for a little bit, then you have to like hit it again, and then it'll go back. Like one time I was taking the phone, oh there it is again, no SIM card, so the thing just gets hit around. Is not good management, so I had to like hit it back or something, I don't know. Then hopefully it'll go back in place, or I'll have to get it back in there later when I get the right pin. So that's really annoying. It comes with this browser that didn't come with my other Android phone. I think it's like a Chinese browser or something, but it's really, really pretty decent. I like it. Not really sure what it's called, but it just seems cleaner. It's very fast. Of course, everything with this phone is very fast because it's a really fast phone. I'm not gonna like go over all the specs and stuff because you can easily look that up online. But as far as what came in the box, you know, it came with the phone. Of course, the battery wasn't separate; it was already in there. So it was just the phone, charger, and well, USB cable, and the little pin that you use to get this thing in there. So that's what came in the box, and like a paper that said where to go to get the user's manual. I guess in a few weeks you'll see a new video up about how to replace the screen, and I already saw some tutorials. You have to like there's screw there, screw there, screw there, but it's gonna be a process. Oh, thank you.
Hello.